Well, I made an oopsie. Yep. And there's the hydrostat filter. So let's go to the shop and see if we can get this out of here. Well, after further review, I broke off where the filter attaches in there. And so I'll have to call the dealer, get a new part. I can come out here, looks like 3 bolts, pop that off. What I was doing, trying to get some stuff done before work, I have these shrubs. As you can see, I've been pushing quite a few of them over. The ground's so wet, the root balls and everything are just popping right out of the ground. However, on this one, it did not happen, and part of the stump hit that filter, broke that piece. So what are you gonna do? Mistakes happen. I'll call and get one of those pieces on order, or maybe they have one in stock I can go pick up. But not a good way to start a Monday. All right, everybody, went to the dealer today, picked up this, I think it's called a filter bracket for the HST under the left floorboard, HST filter. They said I needed these O-rings, so I'll give you a part number. Those O-rings are going to be 04816-00120. They have 2 of these brackets. Make sure you get the right one. This one is part number TC420-33210. Again, I'm working on an L3901. This is probably the same for the 3301 and maybe even the 2501. I already had the filter on hand, but this is filter HHK 70-14070. I always keep a couple gallons of this stuff on hand. This UDT2, I keep extra engine oil and that. So bought an extra gallon today. I got a gallon and a half I'm gonna take out with me now. Getting the 4-wheeler loaded up. Get out of my garage. Getting the stuff filled up to take out there. I found that mat stuff. I'm gonna be out there laying in the mud, so that's what we're doing. But another thing, the other day I did a video changing the oil on the lawnmower, and I was unable to find my oil filter wrenches. So not far from the Kubota dealer is a Harbor Freight. It's been a while since I've been in a Harbor Freight, actually years, until recently. I went in there and bought all the flat screen TV mounts for our new house. New to us house, I should say. So today I was like, well, I can just run into Harbor Freight. It looked like no one was in the store. The parking lot was almost empty. Walked in there, grabbed this stuff. So I know everyone's like, Harbor Freight is junk. But just let me say one thing. The other day, I was looking for an 1.25 inch wrench, working on something else around the house. This wrench alone, 1.25 inch standard combination wrench, from Lowe's to buy one is over $40. To buy this wrench from Matco is about $114. So I went on a little shopping spree today. A couple different oil filter wrenches. I bought a 14-piece SAE and a 14-piece metric V-groove combination polish. So 28 wrenches. I bought some bit drivers because the other day I couldn't find the one I needed. And you can never go wrong with pliers. And then I even bought these style filters, or oil filter caps, wrenches. So let me just say, for the price that I would buy one of these, this one wrench from Matco, the $114, I spent $114 on all this stuff. So I know everyone's like, it's junk, that's fine. I have a lot of my other tools are old school USA made Craftsman that I've had forever. You know, there's my wrenches now. I had a bunch more, gave those to my dad. These are all ratcheting wrenches, so I was looking for something else. And then down here, I got some bigger wrenches. I think those are 3/4 inch drive that my late grandfather gave me because I worked on tractors, and he had them for working on his old farm tractors. So I don't even know what brand these are, but these still have a more of a sentimental value than anything else. And this goes all the way up to 2 inch. So for $100, I don't care if these break. the 5th time I use them, I'm still money ahead in my book. So enough of that. Get this stuff loaded in the King Quad and get out there, and hopefully we can get this changed without too many issues. That's a little wet. Hey, whoever says it's hard to get any of the oil filters off of a Kubota, just get a hold of me. I'll do it for you. Gosh, there was a tree here, one there. I try to do 2 at a time. The front one ripped right out of the ground, as you can see. This one didn't. And it was $85 for the bracket and the O-rings and a gallon of oil. So I think they cut me a good deal. But that's what you get for rushing, everybody. Hope you learned from my mistake. I'm going to get this step pulled off here first so I can get down there a little easier. And hopefully that mat can lay down here because this ground is sopping wet right now. I believe the 4 bolts holding the step on are just 12 millimeter. So go ahead and quick and get those knocked off. And 4. All right, underneath the tractor here, this is underneath the left floorboard if you're sitting on the tractor. And as you can see, this bracket is all in good shape. The hydraulic lines are all in good shape. And what happened, ouch, is a stick that's got underneath the oil filter, popped it up, broke those couple of the threads off. So hopefully it won't be that bad of a replacement. But let's get the camera set up, figure out what size tools I need, and we'll start tearing into it. Thank God for this mat, except for I'm already poking holes through it. So as you can see, this right here, there's 2 hydraulic lines that come in here. Those are both 12 millimeter, and then this one I believe is 14. Still got some oil dripping, so trying to clean that up down here. So let's take these off and see what happens. And yes, I know this is the longest my hair's ever been, but still waiting on my barber to call me back. Talking to the salesman today, this isn't a very rare problem on these tractors. As you can see, they hang down not as far as the front axle, and but they still hang down. And I did a lot of research on numerous tractor brands before I bought this, and some of them even were vertical filters and even hung lower than this. So I don't think this matters what brand of tractor you have. It's just there's a potential for this to happen no matter what, and it's nobody's fault but my own. I just needed to be a little more careful, which I wasn't, and I was trying to rush before work, and that's what you get when you rush. But that's what happens. Not much you can do about it now. And it's still raining. It's been raining for too many days, if you ask me. But on the bright side, this tractor's got 41 hours on it. The dealer said, hey, it's a good time, change this filter. Then I don't have to do it another 10 hours when I do my 50-hour service. I might still throw a new filter on just in case. It has been raining. I did have a plastic bag over top of this and taped on, so I know nothing got in it, but still. But hey, I'm trying to be positive, okay? Now let's get this off of here. Try not to get any hydraulic fluid in my eyes. And they said when guys replace these, a lot of times they don't replace the O-rings, but that's something you should probably do for what they cost. I said, yeah, give me the O-rings. Now let's see what happens here. Got another bolt up there I forgot about, and I'm gonna have to grab a socket to get in on that one. So that's the short hydraulic line that goes to the top of this filter bracket. You can see I had to loosen that up to get a little bit of slack in there to get that loose. And as you can see on these, there's 2 O-rings on each, and I'm going to go ahead and replace those with brand new O-rings. There's a new filter bracket on the left, the one I broke on the right, and you can see sheared off quite a bit of the threads. So I got the new O-rings placed back on up on there. Each one's got 2 O-rings, so we're going to go ahead and start putting this back together. Get this in here. This bottom one's the hardest one to get in there. You don't want to mar the surfaces. All right, so now we're going to grab the top bolt and get that started in there. It's easier to see this one from the back side here. It's a tiny hole, but you can't, when you're laying on that side, it's hard to get up there and see what you're working on. Snug that down good. Hit this one. And it was supposed to be sunny today till Sunday, and it is raining again. What are you gonna do? Still haven't even started to put our garden in, and it's already, I don't know what today is, May 21st maybe? Alright, got that snugged up. Let's come around here and we'll get these bolts in here. Got the bolt going from that transmission hose, or hydraulic hose I should say, tighten back up on the bottom of the tractor. These 2 mounting bolts are on. I'm going to head and plug in the bolts on the hydraulic lines. Before I forget, because I did not get it on camera, there's 2 ports on this side of this mount. The plugs come out of your old one, and then you have to put a good hydraulic sealant on them and put the plugs back in. I did not get that on film because I did that before I came out here. And I should have mentioned it earlier, but I forgot about it. So I just use a good hydraulic thing. I would not put Teflon tape on these, but these are on there pretty good. I had to put the old one in a vise, and I believe it takes a 6mm Allen to pop out. So if you're watching this video, before you get to this part, put those 2 plugs back in, or you're going to start your tractor up. You're just going to start pumping hydraulic fluid out that way underneath the tractor, and you probably won't see it. So let's grab our 12 millimeter. Let's get these back in here. You got to kind of play with this to get this stuff to line up, because it is a tight fit and you don't want any leaks. You may have to kind of bend these around a little bit to get them started, just like I did on that one. And we will get this one started here. Hardest part about doing this is my hands are so darn wet from this hydraulic fluid. Can't get anything done on them. Alright, those 2 are in. Finger tighten those. We'll hit those with a wrench. And then we are ready to put some fluid in there and see what happens. So yeah, all you really need for this is a 12 millimeter wrench or socket and a 14. These 2 up here are the 14s, and then this is 12, 12, and 12 on that one. I did not have to mess with the other end of this hydraulic line, which comes in from the top of the tractor. So snug those good. Don't break them off. This looks like it's probably just cast aluminum. That would not be a good day. Leverage on this. We'll grab a socket to tighten that up the rest of the way. Lucky there, first one I grabbed. Hydraulic fluid and rain is not a good match right now, because everything is so damn slippery. Let's say put a good pressure on these. You don't want to strip anything out. Then you're back at square one. I'm going to hit this one more time. All right, put this filter on. There's that filter. Yep. So it says put a little oil on the O-ring here. So we're gonna do that real good. This filter says put it on until hand tight and then go 1 1/4 turn. So right there it touched at the 2, and this wrench is probably too big, but it's working. So, moment of truth, I didn't bore you with topping it off with some fluids, so we're gonna go ahead and start it. Hopefully there's no leaks. And once we get fluid through them filters and lines, then we'll have to top her off with some more. All right, let's see what happens. So far, so good. What do you think? Did we do a good job? So I'm glad I had that mat. I had some things sticking through it. I checked all the other branches underneath. Nothing should hang up when I back out of here in a minute. So I got the tractor back up to the house. No issues, runs fine. And it might just be me, but it actually doesn't seem to whine that much. They said that's possible after you change that SHT filter, but it's probably just me. But there's the culprit. You can see it did not rip out of the ground like those ones, and one of those popped that filter. That's what happens sometimes. I learn from mistakes, and I won't do that again. So if you can learn anything from me, number one, never be in a hurry with machinery. Someone's mad because she thinks I broke a deal. She knows she has to do chores to get a toy, and she said, I did a bunch of chores. Well, getting mud all over the house and cleaning it up does not count as a chore when you make the mess. So we're debating on that. But number one, never be in a rush with machinery. Number two, pick the right tool for the job. I have a Wicked 55 grapple. I have used that before. Set the bottom teeth in the ground, push gently, that will rip roots out of. That's what I should have done, but no, I had the pallet forks on because I was doing other stuff around the house. And three, just take your time. If you're not sure where you are, get off, take a look. Face has got hydraulic oil in it. I thought I heard something and I just kept going. I should have stopped. Take that minute to get off your tractor, look underneath, make sure you're not going to make a costly mistake like I did. I got lucky. Like I said, I think I spent $85 on that filter bracket that they call it, 5 O-rings, which you only need 4, and a gallon of UDT 2. So like I said, we got all this cleared out behind me, and I want to do a little more, but I'm just gonna have to wait till things dry out now and use a chainsaw on things I can't get this done on. So thanks everybody, thanks for watching. Homeschooling's driving me nuts, but hey, shh. Damn kids. But if you learn anything from me, you know, learn from my mistake. I got off cheap. Could have hit something bad or blown a tire, and then you're looking a couple $100. So thanks for watching everybody. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button, and we got some more videos coming out. Hopefully no more of the tractor breaking down. So that's all I have to say. Do you have anything to say? She wants to drive the 4-wheeler by herself. I said no. She's got a 4-wheeler coming for her that we're probably going to pick up next week that has an adjustable throttle, so she can go like 3 miles an hour. So all right guys, take care, thanks for watching, and everybody take care, be happy, and have fun. Don't break stuff.